In the heart of a quiet town called Westvale, surrounded by dusty roads and fading rooftops, lived a young man named Ethan Cross. Unlike most people around him who were content with their routine lives, Ethan had a fire burning inside. He dreamed big, not just for money or fame, but to create something that would outlast him. Something meaningful, something legendary. Ethan was raised by a single mother who worked 2 jobs just to put food on the table. From a young age, he learned the value of hard work, but he also saw how dreams get buried under bills and broken promises. He swore he wouldn't let that be his story. At 19, with no college degree and very little money, Ethan started his first venture, a mobile car wash business. He borrowed $200, bought supplies, printed flyers, and went door to door. For a while it worked, but then came the rains. His bookings dried up overnight. The business failed. He didn't quit. Next, he tried building a local delivery app, hoping to compete with the bigger names. He stayed up nights teaching himself coding from free YouTube tutorials, poured his savings into ads, and even convinced 2 of his friends to help. But after 6 months of grinding, server crashes, and zero profit, he shut it down. Again, he didn't quit. His third idea was to launch a podcast called Made from Struggle, where he interviewed local entrepreneurs about their hardships. It wasn't perfect. His mic quality was terrible, editing was rough, and for the first 10 episodes, not a single person listened. But this time, something was different. He wasn't chasing money, he was chasing impact. One episode got shared by a small business coach, then another. Then, local media picked it up. Soon, his podcast hit 100,000 downloads. Sponsors reached out. People started tuning in not for the success stories, but for the realness, the late-night failures, the moments when quitting felt easier. And that's when Ethan realized something powerful. Success isn't about having the perfect idea. It's not about luck, talent, or who you know. It's about how many times you're willing to fail forward, how many nights you can go without sleep, how often you're willing to keep moving when everything inside you is screaming to stop. Ethan became a speaker, a mentor, and a business owner with multiple income streams. But he never forgot those silent days when no one believed in him, except himself. Years later, during a conference Q&A, a nervous teenager stood up and asked, "Ethan, what's the secret to success?" The room fell silent. Ethan smiled, leaned in, and said, "There is no secret. Just ask yourself this. When everything falls apart, will you still choose to build? Because if the answer is yes, nothing in this world can stop you." Success doesn't come to those who merely dream. It comes to those who refuse to surrender. The road is tough, the nights are long, and failure is part of the process. But if your purpose is clear and your desire is deep, you'll make it. If Ethan's story lit a spark in you, don't let it fade. Start today. Write that idea down. Take that first step. And if you're serious about building something real, subscribe to this channel, because we're not just here for motivation. We're here for transformation. Like, share. And if you're ready to rise, no matter how many times you fall,